Okay guys, as we talked about earlier, I was having some creaking issues with my bottom bracket. I took the bottom bracket out, I cleaned off all the old grease, applied new grease, cleaned off the cranks, and reinstalled. And today was the first time that I actually had a chance to take it for a ride, and it's still creaking a little bit.
I am Orlando and you are watching Sin City Cycling, and today in my shop I have my specialized Venge again. I'm not sure if I actually put the video out yet, but I just recorded one of me trying to fix a creak in the bottom bracket of my Venge here, and it actually didn't help. I even switched over to a newer bottom bracket thinking that the newer bearings would do a better job. I'm sincerely hoping that it's not the Shimano cranks. As everyone's pretty much seen out there, they've been having problems with them separating. Anyway, I wanted to upgrade to ceramic bearing bottom bracket because I figured I was going to have to buy another one. I have about 17,000 miles on the bottom bracket that I have on there currently. So what I did was I looked up the ceramic bearing bottom brackets and saw that they were $150 to $200 for the ceramic versions of the bottom brackets that I'm using. So what I decided to do was I seen these ads on Amazon, and I decided to upgrade to a ceramic bearing. I picked these up for $17. You heard me right, $17. Don't know if they're any good, but we're going to find out today. I am going to go ahead and press out the old bearings, which I've already got one started, because I wanted to line them up to see if they were about the same, and they are. So I'm going to go ahead and press out both bearings, and then we're going to press in the new ceramic bearings, and then I'm going to reinstall the bottom bracket, and we're going to see how it works. So let's go ahead and get into it. And this is the Lixada Bottom Bracket Toolkit. Anyway, so what we need here is, this is the bearing pusher. You need this little adapter here, which goes over the end. Okay. This is the bearing catch. And this is the bottom bracket that still has the bearing in it. So we're going to put the bearing catch over it. This goes into the bearing. Make sure it's in there. Oh, it's on backwards. Dirt. Okay. Like so. Alright, so that fits in there like that. You can see how it's pushed against the bearing. Put the catch to catch the bearing on the way out. And threaded rod. Okay. Multicolored Allen wrench. Okay, and we just turn here. That's that. All right. Screw. This thing's pretty handy. Like, it's come in handy a few times for me. There's our bearing, and now we're going to go ahead and press in the new ceramic bearings, and hope it goes just as smoothly as we're doing. Okay, installation. Here's our ceramic bottom bearing, or bottom bracket bearing. This is the 24 millimeter bearing press, and you can see 24 millimeter is what Shimano cranks come usually, and that's how we're going to press that in there. So let me build the stack here. This is the cup that I used from the last one, assuming it's probably not exactly the right thing to use, but we're using it anyway. And then there's this little ball bearing thing here that allows you to not screw up your bearing press, so it pushes evenly, I suppose. Okay, we got there. And you can see the stack there. Here's a little sandwich here with the bearing in the middle. And hopefully this is going to work. All right, that was pretty easy actually. Okay. Okay, and now that we have both bearings pressed into the bottom bracket, I'm going to go ahead and remove our Dura Ace cranks. Okay, now that we have both of the ceramic bearings installed, I'm going to go ahead. I've actually removed the cranks off camera. I've done it enough times on my channel that if you guys need to see it, it's on at least 3 other videos. So I didn't think we really needed to see that. This one is just about these ceramic bearings, whether they work yay or nay. I want to get it good and tight so it doesn't fucking creak. There's nothing more annoying than freaking having a nice expensive bike that creaks, or a cheap bike if I'm riding the other one, but I can't stand it making any kind of noise except just the smooth sound of the chain. So those of you who don't oil your chain and you ride around with that fucking squeaky noise all goddamn day, yeah, I don't like you. Okay. And these are those Osimo Fabro power pedals. I haven't actually done a video on those yet, but suppose we'll do one of those down the road. But yeah, I just started using those and didn't think I would ever need a power meter. But I really enjoy the extra metrics. So far it feels good. I don't feel any wobble. Nice. Alright. I am going to be pleasantly impressed if this actually works. On here is, this is actually the power meter side, Fabro. The app says like Osimo or something like that, but yeah, probably the most expensive pedal I've ever had. If it wasn't for our friend Nick Lee helping us pick those up, I guess he's got some kind of connection in the business, we would not have been using those at all for sure. That's way out of my cheap ass price range. In worst case scenario, these ceramic bearings get crunchy within a couple of weeks or days or however long they last. What I'll do is I'll pull out the seals of the old ones and just service those bearings that are in there. I am not gonna pay a shitload of money for a new bottom bracket when I already have the cups. Okay. I don't feel any play, so hopefully that'll hold it. Hopefully the wind stops here because it's been freaking windy these last couple of days. I mean, not just windy, but freaking gale force wind. And I haven't really been able to get out. All right. All right, well, only time will tell. Okay, you just watched me install some ceramic bearing bottom bracket, some ceramic bearings into my bottom bracket. Gonna have to check back in a couple of weeks and see how it went. You can follow us on Facebook as well. I usually update that pretty regularly about what's going on with my bikes. So you can check there before a video drops to see if anything's going on with it. But there it is. I've refreshed my entire bottom bracket for $17 instead of the $150 to $200 that everyone wants for ceramic bearing bottom brackets. Now, I don't know if it's going to be any good. Well, like I said, find out in a couple of weeks. As always, I am Orlando. You have been watching Sin City Cycling.